And then what did you make of Sophie Cunningham's flagrant foul on JC towards the end?
It was a flagrant foul.
You think it's like defending Caitlin or defending the team, or how do you view just how it all?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
That's about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's talk about basketball.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What do you think of just how you all were able to pull away in the second half, Caitlin in particular?
We're going to the Commissioner Cup Championship.
Let's
That's
go!
pretty exciting. Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
What do you think, again, in the second?
What if Caitlin Clark walked away from the WNBA after just one season? Imagine it. Pack the bag, drain one last three, and bounce. Between refs who whistle like they're working a sideshow and Marina Mabrey tossing fouls like dodgeballs, Clark might just be done. Is this supposed to be the League of Dreams? Or has it turned into a reality show gone off the rails? If the rumor's real, grab your popcorn, because the WNBA could lose its brightest star quicker than a ref blows a missed call.
NBA record. This is her second season. And you put the numbers together, that's like 10 seasons. That girl did it in 10 seasons. That means she had one a season. Caitlin Clark is... when Caitlin Clark gets to 10 seasons, she's going to have 100 of these. And y'all can't get a girl her roses. Now, I don't like the fact that she be getting woke because she don't want all these lesbians to be mad at. But at the end of the day, is the woman putting in the work, she's putting in the work.
It's official. Fans are done watching Caitlin Clark play sacrificial lamb for a league that can't decide whether it wants to grow or gatekeep. For the second straight season, she's been cast as the star of a drama where she's expected to do it all. Run the offense, smile for the cameras, sell the tickets, take the hits, and still thank her critics afterward. But the mood has shifted. Fans aren't just frustrated anymore. They're furious. The Protect Caitlin movement has evolved from memes into a full-blown custody battle between her supporters and a league that treats its brightest star like a chew toy.
This is all going according to plan. This is ideal. Caitlin Clark is holding up her end by being awesome and by being a trash-talking jerk on the court. Love it. Her teammates are holding up their end by having her back. The other players in the league are holding up their end by not liking her. Perfect. Couldn't have written a better script. Caitlin is talking trash to this girl's hard fouling her. Her teammate Sophie Cunningham, who got a black belt in Taekwondo at the age of 6, she's like, I will F you guys up. All of it's great, and Caitlin's a killer. 10 out of 10.
Let's start with the obvious. Caitlin Clark is the reason anyone outside of Twitter spats and high school gym nostalgia is even talking about the WNBA. Ratings? Skyrocketing. Jerseys? Flying off shelves. Tickets? Sold out in cities that barely remembered they had a franchise. She's a walking, talking Logo 3 lifeline for this league. And how has the league repaid her? With shady whistles, frosty teammates, and more flying elbows than a WWE Royal Rumble.
Clark is driving the WNBA insane. It's to the point that she may need to step away from the WNBA, have a billionaire come in that has the money to prove a point, and say, Caitlin, I'll pay you $50 million just to see if the WNBA can make it without you. Let's go create a complete different league and expose the hell out of the WNBA just to embarrass this Angel Reese girl that Jameel Hill just said she could go down as a Michael Jordan of WNBA.
Remember when people said Caitlin Clark was being welcomed like every other rookie? Right. If by welcomed you mean mugged at midcourt, while refs whistle Dixie and stare at the floor like they dropped their glasses in a Looney Tunes cartoon. Clark doesn't need a welcome party. She needs a security detail and a chiropractor. And then there's Marina Mabrey, auditioning for the NFL with a late-game shove so blatant the NBA probably mailed her a contract by mistake. But as always, Clark pops up unfazed. Because at this point, taking hits is just part of her pregame routine. Stretch, shoot, dodge a flying elbow, rinse, repeat. The wildest part? No matter what she does, she's wrong. Take a hard foul? That's just the game. Don't react? She's cold. Breathe too hard near a vet? She's entitled. She could rescue a puppy at halftime and still get dragged for not passing it to a teammate. Meanwhile, her fans are practically running digital CPR on the league. Every time someone decks Clark like it's open tryouts for Fight Club, they rewind, analyze frame by frame like the Zapruder film, and ask the same thing over and over. How is that not a flagrant?
I will say this, when Caitlin Clark was out, they lost 55% of their viewership. So, like, basically, Caitlin Clark is paying all their salaries.
Pretty much.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can hate her as much as you want, but she's brought in millions of fucking dollars. So you should be kissing her ass.
And that kind of defeated the purpose of Angel Reese's argument of she's like, hey, it's not just Caitlin Clark that is bringing all the viewership to the WNBA. It's like, well, it definitely is. It's like it kind of proved that with the viewership rating being down that she significantly increases viewership.
They try so hard to compare her to Caitlin Clark. They try.
The refs stay silent, while the league makes more noise about dress codes than player safety. It's like the whole ecosystem has lost the plot. Fans aren't just wondering if Caitlin Clark should stick around. They're begging her to leave. Picture this. A massive shoe deal, a smooth transition to the broadcast booth, or a stint in Europe where basketball is actually basketball, not a twisted endurance test to see how much punishment one player can take before she breaks. Overseas, she'd be paid, protected, and probably greeted with flowers at the airport instead of flying elbows. Right now, the WNBA is running a Caitlin Clark content farm. Same slop every week. Bad calls, needless drama, no support. Everyone sees it. Fans, media, even the haters secretly tuning in just to watch her play. Love her or not, she is the show. But no one wants to watch the main character get sabotaged in every episode. Clark has brought more to this league in 2 seasons than some franchises have in 2 decades. Yet somehow, she's still treated like a guest at her own party. Even the promos give it away. Come watch Caitlin Clark. And the others. She's Beyonce. The rest? A very confused Destiny's Child. No shade. Just facts.
Her and son hold a brawl and a basketball game breaks out. This was something. Caitlin Clark, without question, gets raked across the face. I think she gets poked in the eye, but it's difficult to tell.
If you're the Indiana Fever, you cannot stand by and let that happen. They need to make it clear to the officials. If you're going to let this happen, then we're going to stand up for our player and make a mess of the game, and you're going to have a big mess on your hands. So you need to stand up for this. You need to do something about this.
You've just learned with definitive data and beyond question that Caitlin Clark controls more than half the audience for the entire WNBA.
And let's not forget the constant gaslighting. It's not that bad. She's being dramatic. She needs to earn her stripes. Oh, really? Because last time we checked, she's earned more stripes than a zebra in a barcode factory. She's out here averaging 25 points, 8 assists, and 12 microaggressions per game, doing it with a smile. What more does she need to do? Levitate? Fans aren't stupid. They see the double standard. They see how the league bends over backwards for some players and casually shoves others under the bus. They see the forced storylines, the passive-aggressive interviews, and the locker room politics. And they're tired. They're tired of watching Caitlin fight for space on a team she built. They're tired of watching her get snubbed in all-star voting like it's a middle school popularity contest. They're tired of pretending this is okay. If she leaves after this season, it won't be because she couldn't hack it. It'll be because she's smart enough to know when she's being played. And let's be honest, leaving might be the power move of the century. The league that couldn't stop talking about her would suddenly have to face a very quiet reality. No more packed arenas, no more record-breaking streams, no more casual fans tuning in just to see what she does next.
We're expecting some sort of dip since Caitlin Clark has been out with injury, but I don't think all of us were expecting the entire viewership of the entire WNBA to be down. And this tweet from Christine Brennan really stuck out to me. She said one player gets injured and more than half the TV audience for the entire league disappears. Has any other athlete ever had that kind of impact on a sport? Golf without Tiger definitely dropped precipitously on occasion, but not like this. This news is alarming for the league, and it's alarming for the league because this is such a crucial year for the WNBA.